Well, the news tightens around the accused in the Goa nightclub fire tragedy, and the probe is expanding. In terms of the latest, Delhi and Goa police have conducted joint raids at multiple safe houses. Also, digital trails, assistance networks and financial connections are being mapped as we speak. In terms of the timeline, I just want to take you through what exactly happened. You see, on the 6th of December at 11:45 p.m., we're in Goa in Arpora. The fire breaks out at Birch by Romeo Lane in the nightclub. Dramatic visuals have come to the fore. That fire is later linked to illegal electrical fireworks, not a cylinder blast as initially speculated. But over the next 5 hours, club owners Saurabh and Gaurav Luthra, they go off the radar. Their flight takes off just over 5 hours after the blaze began, before Goa police could issue a lookout circular. Once the FIR is registered and LOC initiated, it's too late. They are already out of the country. As we know, they took out that 5:30 a.m. Indigo flight to Thailand's Phuket. So what really happens next now? Well, Goa police issues lookout circulars, then escalates the case. Interpol coordination begins and a blue-collar notice is likely to be processed to trace both these accused globally. But in just a span of 5 hours, both the co-owners of that club, after that tragic fire began and killed 25 people, in 5 hours, they had vamoosed to Thailand. Barely 5 hours after that deadly fire broke out at Goa's nightclub Birch by Romeo Lane, in which 25 people lost their lives, NDTV has learnt that both the owners, Gaurav and Saurabh, they fled to Phuket on the 7th of December. The police filed an FIR against both the brothers after they went absconding soon after that tragic incident at Goa's Arpora. Even while on the run, Saurabh Luthra took to his Instagram page and actually wrote yesterday saying the management expresses profound grief. But Saurabh Luthra and Gaurav Luthra, they've escaped the country and they have landed in Phuket. According to the Goa police, the two club owners, as I mentioned, they took out a 5:30 a.m. flight in the thick of the Indigo flight crisis on the 7th of December, a little over 5 hours after this entire blaze began and that deadly inferno came to light. They fled moments before a lookout circular was issued against both of them at the request of the Goa police. Meanwhile, the nightclub in Goa, which turned into a deadly inferno, into a death trap and killed 25 people, there were many glaring lapses that were highlighted in the preliminary probe, which included shocking lapses, no construction licenses, narrow exits and entries, basically blatant violations of fire safety norms. 3 officials have been suspended who were related to the permits and how licenses were actually given. But this report highlights all the glaring lapses as far as Birch by Romeo Lane is concerned.
The massive blaze at the Goa nightclub Birch by Romeo Lane was a disaster waiting to happen. In fact, the club was constructed in the backwaters of the Arpora River without necessary permissions. As the details emerge after Saturday's deadly fire that claimed 25 lives, it's clear that the club was built like a tinderbox. Decor with flammable material such as straws and palm leaves. A single narrow entry exit. No fire safety norms. Electronic fireworks were used to jazz up a highly promoted Bollywood banger night. The result, a deadly inferno. 25 dead, sending shockwaves across Goa ahead of the peak holiday season. Birch by Romeo Lane was described as first island club. Photographs show heavy use of rattan and bamboo in the decor, including the ceiling. Videos show the fire spreading across the ceiling within minutes, showing how the use of flammable items had made the club a disaster waiting to happen. This is not all. A narrow pathway led to the island club. This pathway was the club's entrance cum exit, with canopy-like arches also made of flammable material. The club did not have a broad entrance that a fire engine could use to approach it. Firefighters said they had to park the fire engines about 400 meters from the club. This complicated the rescue mission, contributing to casualties. Most of the victims died not due to burns but of suffocation after inhaling toxic smoke. A quick access to fire tenders and rescue could have saved lives. The investigation also found that the club did not have a fire safety clearance. Shockingly, no functional fire extinguishers or fire alarms were found at the club that housed over 100 people on big nights. The birch blaze is a deadly reminder of how owners' greed and official corruption make a deadly cocktail. Bureau Report, NDTV.
Well, the heat is intensifying in the Goa fire tragedy case. As you know, both the owners have fled. They vamoosed to Thailand merely 5 hours after the deadly inferno in Goa's Arbora. We are now learning from a blue corner alert. The investigation has now moved into far more serious territory. In fact, NDTV is learning regarding the process of issuing a red corner notice against Gaurav and Saurabh Luthra, the absconding owners of the gutted nightclub in Goa. It's now underway. In fact, as you know, the Luthra brothers have fled India just hours after the fire, boarding an Indigo flight to Phuket from Delhi, even before the first lookout notice could be issued. Their escape is now under international scrutiny. It's triggering serious questions on lapses, on accountability and enforcement. We are, of course, waiting for clarity on the timeline for Interpol to issue a red corner notice. We are also waiting for authorities to brief us regarding whether Indian agencies have coordinated with Thai authorities yet for the detention of Gaurav and Saurabh Luthra, who are on the run since 25 people lost their lives in their nightclub.